A solid metallic cylinder of base radius 3 cm and height 5 cm is melted to form cones, each of height 1 cm and base radius 1 mm. How many cones were formed? Let's draw the shape of cone and cylinder for our reference. This is the shape of a cylinder. This is the shape of a cone. In cylinder, this is the height h and this is radius r. Similarly, in cone, it is radius r and this is height h. Given for a cylinder, radius is equal to 3 and height is 5. And for cone, height is 1 and radius is given as 1 mm. 1 mm can be written as 0.1 centimeters. We know that volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h and volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Let's submit our values into the formula. We know that pi is 22 by 7 or just take it as just pi here, and r which is 3 and h which is 5. And here 1 by 3 into pi into here radius of cone is 0.1 centimeter and height is 1. As per the question, volume of metallic cylinder is equal to number of cones into volume of a cone. We know that from this, number of cones is equal to volume of cylinder divided by volume of cone, which is equal to pi into 3 into 3 into 5 divided by pi into 1 by 3 into 0.1 into 0.1 into 1. Here pi gets cancelled and 3 into 3 into 5 into 3 divided by 0.1 into 0.1. After solving, it becomes 13,500. So, number of cones is 13,500, which is option number 3. If 1 by 5th of a number multiplied by 2 by 3rd of the same number gives 480, then the number is. Let the number be A. So, according to the question, 1 by 5th of the number multiplied by 2 by 3rd of the same number is equal to 480. So, it becomes 2a square by 15 is equal to 480, which implies a square is equal to 480 into 15 divided by 2. In a class, 82% students passed and 2% students were placed in the reappear category. The number of students who failed was 592. What was the total number of students in the class? Let total students is 100% and percentage of students failed is equal to 100% minus passed percent minus reappear percent, which implies 100% minus 82% minus 2%, which implies 16%. According to the question, the number of students who failed was 592. So 16% is equal to 592. Then 100% is equal to 100 into 592 divided by 16, which is equal to 3700. So the total number of students in the class is 3700. The first woman to swim the English Channel was an American, and her name is Gertrude Ederle. At the age of 19 years, she became the first woman to swim across the English Channel. In a competitive examination, 1 mark is awarded for a correct answer, 0 marks for an unattempted question, and half mark is deducted for every wrong answer. Ambika answered 120 questions and got 90 marks. How many answers were correct? Here, 1 mark for correct answer, 0 for unattempted question, and half mark for wrong answer, and she answered 120 questions and got 90 marks. So we have to find how many correct answers she have done. Let number of correct answers is A. So wrong answers becomes 120 minus A, and marks for correct answers is equal to A into 1, which is equal to A, and for wrong answers it is 120 minus A into 0.5, which is equal to 60 minus 0.5A. So, according to the question, total marks scored is equal to marks for right answers minus marks for wrong answers, which implies 90 is equal to A minus 60 minus 0.5A. That implies 1.5A is equal to 150, which becomes A is equal to 150 by 1.5, which is equal to 100. So 100 questions were correct. 3 traffic signals change at intervals of 48, 72 and 108 seconds respectively. They start changing simultaneously at 8:20 hours for the first time. At what time will they change again simultaneously? Let's take the LCM of 48, 72 and 108. It becomes 432. And let's convert it into minutes, which is equal to 7 minutes 12 seconds. Here they have given they start changing simultaneously at 8:20 hours for the first time. So 8:20 hours plus 7 minutes plus 12 seconds, which is equal to 8 hours 27 minutes 12 seconds. So the answer is option number 2. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Lion is related to cat and wolf is related to. Here, lion and cat both are Felidae family. Similarly, wolf and dog are Canidae family. So, option 4 is correct. A, B, C entered into partnership. A invested 3 times as much as B and B invested 2/3 times of what C invested. At what end of the year the total profit was 6,600 rupees. B's share in the profit is let sum invested by C is equal to A. Then, according to the question, B invested 2/3 times of C, so it becomes 2/3A. And A is 3 times as much as B. So, 3 into 2/3A, which becomes 2A. Then the ratio becomes A is to B is to C is equal to 2A is to 2/3A is to A, which becomes 6A is to 2A is to 3A, that is equal to 6 is to 2 is to 3. So, B's share in profit is equal to 6,600 rupees into 2/11, which is equal to 1,200 rupees. So option 2 is correct. The uprising of 1857 was celebrated as the first war of Indian independence. The first war of Indian independence was fought in the year 1857 and it was also known as Sepoy Mutiny. And it was called as First War of Indian Independence by V.D. Savarkar. And Lord Canning was Governor General of India at that time. What is most likely to cause food poisoning? Eating food spoiled by microorganisms. Which edition of the Indian Premier League was played in 2020? 13th edition. From which constituencies did Congress leader Rahul Gandhi contest the Lok Sabha elections of 2019? Amethi and Wayanad. Reforestation means planting new trees in the destroyed forest. It is the regrowing of forests that have previously been cut down using tree species that are native to the geographic area. Which of the following Venn diagrams displays the proper relation of the following? Eyes, ears, sensory organs. Let it be eyes and these are ears, and both eyes and ears are sensory organs. So option 4 is correct. Which of the following was a result of non-cooperation and Khilafat movements? The working class went on strike in many towns and cities. A, B, C are the sides of right angle triangle with C as hypotenuse. The radius R of the circle which touches the three sides of a triangle is. Let's draw a right angle triangle. And they have given C as hypotenuse and A, B, C are sides, and R is the radius of the circle which touches the three sides of a triangle. Let's draw a circle which is touching all the sides. And R is radius. We know that in radius is equal to base plus height minus hypotenuse divided by 2, which is equal to b plus a minus c by 2, that is equal to a plus b minus c divided by 2, which is option number 2. Identify the number that is different from the rest. Here 1728 is 12 cube and 2197 is 13 cube and 1331 is 11 cube, and 2548 is not a perfect cube. So option 1 is correct. Read the given statements and conclusions carefully and decide which of the conclusions logically follow the statements. Given statements are: all doctors are social workers, all social workers need money. And conclusions are given as: all social workers are not doctors. Here conclusions are given as: all social workers are not doctors. It is false, because some social workers are doctors and doctors need money, which is true. So only conclusion 2 follows. Here conclusion 1 may be definite or may not be definite. So which of the following incidents took place after the victory of British in the Battle of Plassey in 1757? Trade of British East India Company expanded. Identify the number that is different from the rest. Given 23, 29, 31, 37, 42, 43 and 47. The logic is all are prime numbers except 42. because 42 is composite number and remaining prime numbers. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Here, running is related to track. In the same way, boxing is related to ring. Option 4. Running on the track, and similarly boxing is played in the ring. And similarly, in the ground, football and baseball are played, and pitch is related to cricket, and court is related to tennis, volleyball and basketball. What is the full form of COBOL? COBOL means Common Business Oriented Language. It was first developed in 1960 by CODASYL Committee. It is primarily useful for business-oriented applications. The Minamata Convention in 2013 was held at Japan to address the emissions of which heavy metal? Mercury. The convention is named after the Japanese city Minamata, which was severely affected by devastation of mercury poisoning. With the success of anti-satellite test in 2019, with which other countries did India join the league? With US, Russia and China, India joined. Mission Shakti is first anti-satellite test. How many odd numbers are preceded by the number 4 in the following series? Given the series is 26634524986434882. We have to find how many odd numbers are preceded by 4. It's 45, 49 and 43. So 3 odd numbers are preceded by 4, which is option number 4. One minus 1 by n plus 1 minus 2 by n plus 1 minus 3 by n plus up to n terms will result as. The given equation can be written as 1 plus 1 plus 1 and so on 1 minus 1 by n plus 2 by n plus 3 by n plus and so on n by n. This is n times the sum of n ones is n, and the sum of the series 1 by n plus 2 by n plus 3 by n and so on n by n can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on n divided by n, which is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 divided by n, since the sum of the series is n into n plus 1 by 2 and n as it is in the denominator. Equation 1 becomes n minus n into n plus 1 by 2 divided by n. Here n gets cancelled and it becomes n minus n plus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 2n minus n plus 1 divided by 2, that is n minus 1 divided by 2. So option 2 is correct. Of the given options, select the odd one out. Here, script, dialogue, plot, all are related and only actor is odd one because it is tangible and these three are intangible. Who is regarded as the father of modern economics? Adam Smith. Adam Smith was a Scottish economist and also known as father of economics or the father of capitalism. If x by 2y is equal to 6 by 7, then what is the value of x minus y by x plus y plus 14 by 9? Given x by 2y is equal to 6 by 7, which implies 7x is equal to 12y and x by y is equal to 12 by 7. Now x minus y by x plus y plus 14 by 19 is equal to, we know that x value is 12 and y is 7, so 12 minus 7 by 12 plus 7 plus 14 by 19, which implies 5 by 19 plus 14 by 9, sorry 5 by 19 plus 14 by 19, which is equal to 19 by 19 or 1. So option 4 is correct, which is 19 by 19. Which of the following rivers is not in Africa? The answer is option 4, Amazon. It is not in Africa. Amazon is in South America and it is the largest river in the world. And Orange River, Niger River and Nile River is in Africa. Nile is the longest river in the world. And Niger is the third longest river in Africa. And Orange is longest in South Africa. If A's height is 25% less than that of B, then approximately by how much percentage is B's height more than that of A? Let B's height is equal to 100 for easy calculation and A's height becomes 100 minus 100 into 25 by 100, which is equal to 75. So, difference of B and A is equal to 100 minus 75, which is equal to 25. Then approximately by how much percentage B's height more than that of A? So, required percentage is 25 by 75 into 100, which is equal to 33.33%, option number 2. A rectangular field is 16 meters long and 12 meters wide. A barbed fence has to be drawn on 3 sides of the field, leaving one side open along the width. What is the cost of fencing at the rate of 25 pies per centimeters? Let it be a rectangular fence. Here, length is 16 meters and width is 12 meters. A barbed fence has to be drawn on the 3 sides of the field, leaving one side open along the width. So this is the open side, and we have to find the cost of fencing at the rate of 25 pies per centimeters. We know that length of rectangular field with one side open is equal to 2 into L plus B. We know that length is 16 and breadth is 12. So that is equal to 32 plus 12, which is equal to 44 meters or 4400 centimeters. Now cost of fencing is equal to 4400 into 25 by 100, because they have given 25 pies per centimeter. That is equal to 1100 rupees. So option 4 is correct. Which Navaratna company is fondly called Vizag Steel? Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited. This is a Navaratna company and is called as Vizag Steel. It is a corporate arm of Vizag Steel Plant and it is under the Ministry of Steel. If x equal to 2 minus root 3, then x minus 1 by x is given x is equal to 2 minus square root 3. One by x is equal to 1 by 2 minus root 3. By rationalization, we can write this as 1 by x is equal to 1 by 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3. This is called the rationalization method, and we know that a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square, which implies 2 plus root 3 by 2 square minus root 3 whole square, that is equal to 2 plus root 3 by 1. So 1 by x is equal to 2 plus root 3. So according to our question, x minus 1 by x is equal to 2 minus root 3 minus 2 plus root 3, which implies 2 minus root 3 minus 2 minus root 3, and 2 gets cancelled, and it is minus 2 root 3. So the answer is option number 2, minus 2 into root 3. Who invented the word Brexit? Peter Wilding invented that word. The following table shows the points scored by 4 players in 4 games. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3 and Game 4. Who is the overall best performer considering all the games? Let's take points scored by A, which is equal to 12 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6, that is equal to 36. And points scored by B is equal to 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4, which is equal to 18. And scored by C, that is equal to 8 plus 11 plus 4 plus 3, which is equal to 26. And scored by D is equal to 10 plus 12 plus 2 plus 8, which is equal to 32. So while observing all the scores of A, B, C and D, the overall best performer is A, whose points is 36. So option 3A is correct. Determine the average number of points scored by A considering all the games. The points scored by A is equal to 12 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6, which is equal to 36, and average of points scored by A considering all the games is equal to 36 by 4, which is equal to 9. So option 2 is correct. Who is the overall worst performer considering all the games? We know that score of A is 36 points and B is 18 points and C is 26 points and D is 32 points. The worst performer is 18, who has least number of points. So option 1, which is B, is correct. What will be the difference B of the average points scored by C and D? The points scored by C is equal to 26 and D is equal to 32. The average is 26 by 4, which is equal to 6.5, and average of D is 32 by 4, which is equal to 8. Now the difference is 8 minus 6.5, which is equal to 1.5. So option 2, 1.5 is correct. Select the letter cluster from among the given options that can replace the question mark in the following series. Given the series is CJ, FM, question mark, LS and OV. Here the pattern is like C to F plus 3 and L to O plus 3. If we take plus 3 here, it becomes F plus 3 is L. Sorry, F plus 3 is I. And similarly, J plus 3 is M and M plus 3 it is P and P plus 3 it is S and S plus 3 it is O. So the answer is IP, which is option number 1. A remembers that P's first appointment to the job is after 17th but before 20th March, whereas B remembers that P's first appointment to the job is after 18th but before 22nd March. Assuming both are correct, which date is most likely to be P's first appointment to the job? The logic here is P's first appointment to the job is after 17th and before 20th, and whereas B remembers it is after 18th but before 22nd March. 2 days between 17th and 20th, and here 3 days between 18th and 22nd. In between these dates, the common date is 19th. So 19th March is most likely to be the P's first appointment to the job, which is option 2. If divided by means plus, plus means minus, minus means into means divided by, then what will be the value of 16 divided by 4 into 2 plus 5 minus 3? According to the question, divided by means plus, plus means minus, minus means multiplication, and multiplication means division. So if I have to find the value of 16 divided by 4 into 2 plus 5 minus 3, so it becomes 16 plus 4 divided by 2 minus 5 into 3. Let's apply Bode-Mass rule. It becomes 16 plus 4 by 2 minus 5 into 3, which becomes 16 plus 2 minus 15, which becomes 3. So option 4 is correct. How many numbers are present between 50 and 100, both excluding, which contains digit 5 and can be exactly divisible by digit 5. Numbers between 50 and 100 exactly divisible by 5 and contains digit 5 is 55, 65, 75, 85 and 95. So total numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 numbers totally. So option 4 is correct. Sheetal walks 25 meters east, then she turns right and walks another 25 meters. She then turns right and walks another 40 meters. Then again turning right, she walks 25 meters. Finally, she turns left and walks 10 meters. How far is Sheetal from her original position? Let's draw the directions first. This is north, south, west and east. She walks 25 meters east. Let it be 25. And then she turns right and walks another 25 meters. She then turns right and walks another 40 meters. Then again turning right, she walks 25 meters. Finally, she turns left and walks 10 meters. And this is the end point. This is the starting point. Now, how far is Sheetal from her original position? If it is 25, the remaining is 15 here. 10 plus 15, which is equal to 25 meters. Sheetal is 25 meters from her original position, which is option number 2. If G stands for add, H stands for multiply, J stands for subtract and K stands for division, then find the value of this equation. Given G means addition, H means multiplication, J means subtraction and K means division. We have to find the value of 125J, 110K, 5G, H2. Here J means subtraction and K means division and G means addition and H means multiplication. Let's apply BODMAS rule here. So 125 minus 110 divided by 5 plus 7 into 2. It becomes 125 minus 22 plus 14, which implies 139 minus 22, that is equal to 117, which is option number 3. Select the number from among the given options that can replace the question mark in the following series. The series is given as 13, 14, 18, 20, 23, x, 28, 32. Let's take alternate series. Here 13 plus 5 is 18 and 18 plus 5 is 23 and 23 plus 5 is 28. Similarly here 14 plus 6 is 20, and 20 plus 6, let it be 20 plus 6, which is 26, and 26 plus 6, which is 32. So the answer is option 1, 26. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Here, inch INCH is equal to 17. Let's take the positional values of the alphabets. We know that the position value of I is 9, N is 14, C is 3 and H is 8. If we add those values, it becomes 34, and 34 divided by 2 is equal to 17. Similarly, YARD can be written as Y is 25, A is 1, R is 18, D is 4. Let's add them. After addition, it becomes 48, and 48 divided by 2 is equal to 24. So the answer is 24, which is option number 3. In a certain code language, 257 means I like you, 746 means you are good, 263 means I am good. What number is coded for R? If we combine 257 and 746, the common term is 7 and the common word is U. And similarly, if we combine 257 and 263, the common number is 2 and the word is I. So obviously 5 means like. And if we take 746 and 263, the common one is 6 and 6 means good. So obviously 2 means I, 6 means good. So 3 is am. Four means R. So the code for R is 4, which is option number 3. If black is called green, green is called yellow, yellow is called blue, blue is called red, then what would be the color of gold be called? Here they have given black is called green, green is called yellow, yellow is called blue and blue is called red. And we know that the color of gold is yellow, and here yellow is called blue. So the answer is option 1, which is blue. Which of the following is same as foot, inch and yard? Mile. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches and 1 yard is equal to 36 inches and 1 mile is equal to 63,360 inches.